Hey everyone, Ronnie Rowe back again for another session in Ronnie Rowe Designs Cross Stitch. I guess the question has been is, where have I been? Well, I haven't been making videos, as you probably already know if you have subscribed to my channel. And if you were looking forward to these every week, I told you that I was going to be doing it every 2 weeks. Well, I think it's been about 3 weeks now. Um, what have I been doing and what's going on in the cross stitch world? Well, I got my new magazine today from Yarn Tree and looked through all the patterns in there. They've got some beautiful works in there. And this month's issue of that magazine, I encourage each and every one of you to go out, get a copy, take a look and see what's out there. Some very interesting work, a lot of good advertisement in there, a lot of good things to give you some input and some insight of what's going on in cross stitch world. Um, Before we get started tonight, go ahead and hit the little subscribe button. I really appreciate it a whole lot if you would. That way you'll be informed when I do make one of these videos, um, good or bad. But anyway, that's up to you. Um, For the last, I don't have a cheat sheet tonight or my teleprompter, as I call my piece of paper where I sit down and write down what I'm going to talk about. It's really not a teleprompter. Well, it's my teleprompter. But not much to talk about. What have I been doing for the last 2 weeks after I finished headlights? That's the last design that I completed that I had all stitched up and framed it all up and showed it to you, I guess, about 3 weeks ago. And at that time, I told you I was starting a new project, and which I have started. Um, it's a new project. It's probably going to be one of the most complicated ones that I've done. I mean, some of mine have been time consuming or a lot changing of a lot of colors and pretty large designs for the most part. But the one I'm doing now, and the one I'm gonna call Orleans, and I've been stitching on this. I've got some stitching done, but I still haven't finished the bottom of it of what I want. I've started across the top, and this thing is going to be 320 by 400. And it's a big design, big piece of fabric, and I'm doing it on 18 count, and it's got five colors in it, and black and shades of gray and light gray. 762 is the lightest gray I'm using on this. I'm going to show it to you in a second. The reason I say this is so complicated, it's a lot of detail. There's a lot of detail in this, and even though it doesn't have but 5 colors in it, it does require to change some stitching if you work the way I do on it. Um, I've been working on it for the last 3 weeks and on and off because most of my time has been spent here. The weather's been pretty outdoors. I've been doing a lot of crabbing. I know early on in the video, I told you I do a lot of crabbing on the Chesapeake Bay. I'm getting up early tomorrow morning, and my buddy Doug and I, we're going again tomorrow morning crabbing. So we do that, come back, catch, and luckily, hopefully, catch some crabs, and we come home, steam them, sit back on the patio, and eat those. What else been doing? Going to the Y, been doing a lot of exercise, a lot of swimming, which I know you know that I do. Working in the garden, working on rental property. I got a rental property, and I would highly suggest any of you folks out there, even if you do have rental property, or if you're thinking about getting a rental property, don't do it. I made that. I've got it, and don't do it. Really, it's a pain. I've been working on that a lot, and going over and repairing things, trimming bushes around trees, working a lot of things, clean up area that needs to be done on some things. So that's taking a lot of my time right now. So, but anyway, that's what's been going on in my world. Health wise, doing okay, I guess, as far as I can tell. Got a few things, but nothing critical at the moment, I guess. So hope each and every one of you are doing well. and staying healthy. And like I've told you all along, please go outside and do something. Don't sit there in the chair all day and cross stitch. Go ahead and do something. Okay, Orleans. Where am I on Orleans? I'm going to show you what I've been stitching. It's going to be something like headlight. You're not going to be able to tell really what this is. All right, it's going to be difficult to tell. So, but anyway, this is Orleans, and before I show it to you, there is a strong possibility this might be my last one. This might just be it because I've got some cousins, I've got some grandkids that I want to stitch up some and do some design work for them for the grandkids and some more custom work that I'm doing. And so I got some other projects I can stitch, but as far as doing any design work and sitting down and really thinking about design, I'm old. Probably lay low for a while. This is going to consume me into the fall. It's no question about that. Um, okay, but anyway, this piece of material is Orleans. There's where we are on Orleans. I'll peek around here. But anyway, hopefully you can see this. That's where I am coming from the top left going over to the right. Still got some more ways to go, on the right. But anyway, this is where where we are on this design. And so, and like I say, there are 5 different colors in this design. And so once it gets all finished and framed up, I'm not sure if I'm going to buy the metal frame for this, or I'm thinking about making a frame. It's going to be a large frame, and but the problem with me making it is a way to support the frame because I don't want it a thick. I don't want the frame to be thick. I want it to be a thin frame around this. I think I do. So I haven't sure, but that's a ways off right now before I get to that stage. One thing I did do with this, which was really cool. You're gonna love this from me. I got up. Where am I? Come on, Ronnie. I got up in this area right. Where am I? I'm getting straight in a second. I got up in this area right in here, in this area. And I looked at my pattern. I looked at what I was doing and trying to figure out and count where I was. And I was wrong. I was about 500 stitches into it, I guess. And it didn't look right. It didn't look right. So I came up to my computer and I looked everything, and and the way I counted it, it it was off. It was off some. So I spent a lot of time pulling it all out. I pulled all of it out and everything, and all the little blacks and everything. Had a little seam ripper to go in there and cut all the threads. And I took a considerable amount of this, and then when I put it back, came up to the computer and looked and really studied what I was trying to do. And when I put it back, it was all right. I shouldn't have taken it out. It was right. What I did was right, and I thought it was wrong, so I pulled it out, but it was really right. Well, I put it back in. So anyway, that's one of the things happened to me with this one. So a little frustrating, but hey, that's the way it goes. I know each and every one of you out there pull stuff out too. So put it in, pull it out. Um, anyway, that's where we are right now. Not much more going on. I'm going to continue work on this. Uh, got some. Oh, I saw Jules' video. She puts out a great video. I love her background. She's got cabinets now. I saw she's got cabinets and really pretty stuff and everything. And what does Ronnie have? This is what Ronnie has. And I don't do that. But anyway, she's got a good video. I want you to go out and take a look at what Jules is doing. She's doing some fantastic work, putting in a lot of designs on SD on her homepage and on her web page. So I encourage each and every one of you to take a look at all of her new designs. I don't have any new designs out there. This one here is going to be the newest one, I guess. And I haven't put headlight out there yet. And the reason why is because, yeah, I'm waiting for distributors and everything. As a time of the year, you pick the distributors, Hoffman in particular wants designs. And so I'm going to save it to that probably. So, but anyway, that's what's going on. Nothing new. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. No teleprompter, no cheat sheets. Hopefully in 2-3 weeks when I get back with you, I'll have something else. I know I'll have more of this to show you on Orleans. And maybe the next time I come on, I'm going to show you some of my older designs. I've got them all boxed up. A lot of these things are boxed up back. I think you'd like to see some of the midsummer ones that I've done in the past, and some of the ships I've done in the past. A lot of things. And so I'm going to pull some of those out and show you the finished products on those and how I got started and why I did what I did with those various series of designs. So until then, I hope each and every one of you have a great week coming up. I hope a great week, 2 weeks, everyone, I'll get to see you again. And the number one thing I want to tell you before I leave you, same thing I tell you every time, do me a favor, be safe. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.